If you're a leader, you have a crisis coming. What are you doing to get ready for it? Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Stand-Up. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give you something to make you a more effective leader so you can love what you do. Let's talk crisis leadership. In the book, The Prepared Leader, the authors talk about 5 phases of crisis leadership. We're going to talk about the first phase here, but the 5 phases are early warning, signal detection. Next, preparation and prevention. Number 3, damage containment. Number 4, recovery. Number 5, lesson learned and reflection. Today, let's talk about the first phase, early warning, signal detection. And as we do that, I want you to think about you and your team. I'll give you a story. One individual I'm working with, she business owner, with her business every year with strategic planning, when she brings her leadership team together, she asks this question: what could happen that could put us out of business here or really cause a problem? And she's done that since the pandemic because the pandemic was pretty challenging. And that sets them up for the year on how they want to think, keeps them attuned to what's going on. You could do something similar. And as we go through this example today, I want you to think about you with your team. That's the first level. The next level, think about the organization that your team is in, and think about the industry your team is in. That way you can be ready as we're thinking about early warning and signal detection. How can you understand what the environment is telling you? All right, let's go. Look at your team. How many folks do you have on your team? Look at them directly. And as you're looking at your team, 3 things to think about: trends, people, technology. What are the trends that are going on with people and technology? First, people. As you look at your team, do you have any single points of failure that if that person left, it would be a crisis for your organization? That's a problem. You don't have a trend for succession planning. What about people coming or people leaving? Are people that coming? Are you getting people that have the background that they need? Are people leaving for a certain reason? What's the trend with work from home? People that want remote work or not? Is there another player that are taking people away from you? What are the trends that are going on with people? Health, wellness, engagement. Those are all trends that tell you something. Next, technology. Is something going on with technology that can really disrupt your team? If you're not looking at AI, if you're ignoring AI, you're probably setting yourself up for some kind of crisis. AI might not be right for your organization. However, you probably want to be ahead so that way you could avoid the crisis. Listen to what's going on with your overall team. So that's the first part, team. Next, take your team and the organization that it's in. Let's look at the trends in the organization they're in. What's going on there? And you can look people, you can look technology. I am coaching in one organization 2 directors, and they're both trying to get promoted to VP. The trend in their organization, VPs, people are not being hired from within. VPs are coming from the outside. Well, that's a trend. So they see that they feel they no longer have credibility in their industry just because their parent company, what they're trying to do is a culture change. So now they're looking outside. What are the trends with people? What are the trends with technology? Certain hardware? Are you on legacy systems? What are things that's out there technology-wise you need to be aware of in your organization so you remain relevant? That's the second level. Next level, think about the industry as a whole. What's going on in your industry? Well, as you look at the industry as a whole, there might be some issues you need to worry about. Healthcare sector, there's private equity companies that are, or any industry now, private equity companies are buying up smaller companies. If you're that small company and you think you can survive, you might not be able to. You might become irrelevant because they all got bought up and now not part of a bigger conglomerate. Or how do you need to position yourself so you can be bought up by a private equity company? If you're a leader, a crisis is going to come. You need to be ready for it. Think about those areas I just talked about. Early warning, signal detection. What do you need to tune into? That way you can be an effective leader when that crisis comes. Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. Have a great week. See you next Monday morning, 8:30.